I do? If you can change the meaning of the event, you automatically change what your brain will do. Let me give you an example. My late business partner was a gentleman named Bill Gove. Bill Gove was known around the world as the father of the professional speaking industry because he taught and mentored more million-dollar professional speakers than anyone in history. Many of the speakers on TSTN, including Zig Ziglar, were protégés of the great Bill Gove. My main goal is to do for you what Bill Gove did for me and so many others. Right now it's time to take a break, but when I return, I'll share with you the life-changing advice he gave me and how it changed not only a single presentation, but impacted my entire career. Stick around. Welcome back to Mental Toughness Secrets of Champions. Before the break, I started telling you about my former business partner, Bill Gove. So here's the story. About 10 years ago, Bill and I were speaking to a group of 7,000 salespeople in Kansas City. I was really nervous because my average audience was about 30 people. Of course, Bill had spoken in every major venue in the world over the past 50 years, including Carnegie Hall and Madison Square Garden. We had planned it that Bill would go on stage first and then bring me on 12 minutes later. So I'm pacing back and forth backstage like a madman, scared to death. Mental toughness, forget about it. I was terrified. So I said to Bill, I'm really nervous. Do you have any last-minute advice for me? And right at that moment, the stage manager yelled down, 10 seconds, Mr. Gove, 10 seconds. So Bill said, yeah, I do, kid. I want you to look out at that crowd. So I looked out. He said, it's packed, isn't it? Now here's what I want you to remember, Steve, and think about it for the next 12 minutes. Are you listening? Here it is. If you were ever going to screw up a speech, tonight would not be the night to do it. And he ran off stage laughing. I said, thanks, Bill. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's look at what Bill Gove did in this example. With only a few seconds to change what this event meant to me, Bill knew he didn't have time to really coach me through it. So instead, he made me laugh and lighten up. He altered my perception of the event, which reduced the pressure I was feeling and enabled me to deliver my speech to the best of my ability. This is how the brain works, and once you understand it, your potential is limitless. Learning to control and manipulate your own emotions is what mental toughness is all about. Imagine this. Imagine that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oprah Winfrey, and Lance Armstrong got into your business. Here's the question. How many people would bet against any one of these three individuals going to the top? How about Hillary Clinton? Richard Branson? There's an old saying in performance, and you've probably heard it. It goes like this. A bet against a champion is a bad bet. So what is it? What allows these people to go from one success to another no matter what they do? Arnold Schwarzenegger is a perfect example. Here's a kid who grows up in a poor family in Austria, right? And decides one day, I am going to be bodybuilding champion of the world. And then he does it. Next he decides, I'm going to Hollywood to be movie action hero. And then he does it. And then unbelievably, he decides a couple of years later, I am going to be governor of California. He can't even spell it. I mean, I don't know how you felt about this, but I laughed. He was running against little Gary Coleman from Different Strokes, you know, what's up, Willis? And he wins. If they ever decide to amend the Constitution, he may end up being president. Don't bet against him. It's a bad bet. So what is it that separates